On November 11th, Mercury will be passing in front of the Sun, but it's a little bit tricky to see because the Sun is so bright and Mercury is so small. Here's everything that you need to know for the transit of Mercury this November. A transit happens when a planet passes in front of a star. Now for us, we only get Mercury and Venus transits because all the other planets are further away from the Sun than we are. It's not just planets that can transit the Sun though. The ISS, for example, sometimes passes in front of the Sun. Lots of people have taken photos of it, and one was recently an astronomy photo of the day. When we observe transits, we can learn lots, and we have for centuries learned about the orbits of Mercury and Venus. Now we learn about their atmospheres as they pass in front of the Sun. We can also find out more about exoplanets. So instead of looking at our Sun for transits, we can look at another sun and see if planets go past it. Observing Mercury and Venus transits are pretty rare, and that's because the orbits of Mercury and Venus are tilted compared to the Earth's. So not only do we have to catch it the planet when it's between the Earth and the Sun, but we also have to catch it on one very particular part of its orbit. That means we only see about 13 or 14 Mercury transits every century, and our next one's not going to be until 2032, so we got to catch it this year. So the Sun's pretty big and Mercury's pretty small. If the Sun were about this size, then Mercury would only be about the size of the tip of this pen or so. So because of that, it's pretty hard to observe. You do need to have some sort of magnification. So for example, binoculars or a telescope, but of course that needs to be solar filtered. So that means it filters out most of the rays of the light from the Sun, and that means that you don't blind yourself. To be able to do that, you may want to go to a RASC event. They often have telescopes set up for this type of thing. We'll have a list of RASC events in the description. So that's everything you need to know for the Mercury transit. Boiling it down, go and check out a RASC event. They've got telescopes out there. Don't look at the Sun. You can watch the transit online. Don't look at the Sun. If you take any photos or you post anything, tag us in those. And finally, don't look at the Sun. We'll see you guys at a RASC event.